everyone and welcome to another Medieval 2 live battle thing for Total War month with me, Squawker. And this time we're going to be playing another battle on normal difficulty once more. This is just my second battle, so this is going to be the second de-rusting battle. And we're going to play as a different faction this time. I'm not really too sure who I'm going to play as, but I'm thinking Denmark, because I remember doing a grand campaignism back in the past, back in the good old days when I had a computer, but I was pretty crap anyway, but yeah, I want to play Denmark, because Denmark were a faction I used to have fun with. And also on top of that, we need to pick a rival. I think we'll be going with the English this time around, because, well, we'll just go and raid some English people. But we are playing as a Danes who have a good all-round mix of units, with the infantry preferring to wield swords or axes instead of spears. So we're going to lack some counter-cavalry, I guess. But at the same time, we lack good heavy cavalry. So let's just see what we can do with this one. So, playing an early period again, just to keep things simple for this one. We're going to go to the middle period in the next battle. But we've got access to peasants, Viking raiders, dismounted feudal knights, huscarls, which are dismounted, peasant archers, Norse archers, scouts, huscarls, feudal knights, and the general's bodyguard, of which we are going to have. I'm not going to bring any artillery, by the way. But yeah. Viking raiders are wild and hardy warriors in the cold north armed with axes and light armour. So these guys are effective against armour, but there isn't really any woods or snow on this map. I picked Lombardy because it's just kind of a flattish, grassy area. So yeah, but these guys do have good stamina. But I'm gonna assume that I'm gonna be getting the most bang for my buck here with some dismounted feudal knights. Well, they are gonna cost me a pretty penny, and these guys are probably gonna be the best. So we'll bring as many as I'm allowed before the game punishes me, so I'm bringing 4. We also have access to dismounted huscarls, who seem to occupy the middle ground. These guys have mail armor and wield axes, good killing machines, and actually good anti-army units. So that'll be good for maybe just dehorsing knights or something, but we don't seem to have anything that's speary. We don't really have anything that has a combat bonus against cavalry, but it's always good to bring some huscarls along, I guess, just to try and keep some balance, keep these guys backed up as well. We're going to need some Norse archers as well. I'm just going to pick those because they're obviously better than peasant archers. So let's bring some Norse archers. They have access to flaming missiles as well, but I'm not really too interested in using flaming stuff. Cavalry, we're going to use some. We've got access to scouts, which is just good for basically, they're the lightest of the light. We have huscarls, which are effective cavalry, alright. And these guys are also counter armor. And then we have feudal knights, which are just going to be my big knights. Let's see, we have 2,700 florins left. So I can bring 2 feudal knights, and I'm going to bring some huscarls. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to basically treat the huscarls like camels, and use them to counter cavalry, since they have a bonus against armor. So it'll be good if the English bring any armored knights. And we are going to be bringing, well, I don't know what the English are going to be bringing. They're going to have a randomly generated army again. But I still have 550 florins to spend, and crap, I keep spawning things. I'm going to give these guys just a little bit of a morale booster, just a bit of an injection, but I can't do them all, so that's a bit unfair. I kind of wish I knew how much stuff was going to cost offhand, actually. Do some armor. Yeah, there we go. Armor's quite cheap to upgrade, so just since these guys have a little less armor than my lovely feudal knights, may as well just give them the boosty up here, and I'll give 2 of them boosted attacks, so because I'm nice to them. Anyway, that's my army done. So once more, I'm just playing balance because that's just how I like to play it. I think that's usually the best tactic to win. Obviously, if I was on a campaign map, I'd be probably bringing more specialised stuff, but we're playing just random battles, so I'm just going to play a balance because we're going up against the unknown. And the unknown is this lot of gentlemen, some of which are wearing kilts because they are Irish cairns. So yeah, I was just curious. They also got Welsh spears, so yeah. Interesting build. Let's actually quickly run through it this time around so I have an idea of what we're facing and I can start thinking tactics. So naturally they have the general's bodyguard. They also seem to have backed up general bodyguards. I'm going to remove these and I'm going to replace them actually. I just want to do some housekeeping for the enemy because I'm nice. We'll replace them with feudal knights. There we go. Doesn't really seem fair if they get to bring loads of bodyguards. So there you go. I see, I'm a nice enemy, aren't I? But we've got some peasants. I wish I could... Yeah, I'm going to reorganize this army as well to make it easier for me to read. Let's see. So we've got 3 units of peasants, 3 units of Irish cairns, 3 units of Welsh speary dudes. We've got... What are these guys? These are dismounted feudal knights, so they've got 3 of them. 2 onagers and a ballista, so ooh, they're going to really be packing the artillery. Looks like momentum's going to be the key to my victory before all this artillery is going to ruin my life. But let's start this battle and see what happens. No enterprise is more likely to succeed than one concealed from the enemy until it is ripe for execution, said Niccolo Machiavelli. Here's a nice cinematic view of my army, my lovely balanced Danish army. Fighting in the forest, by the way, so actually that's okay. I thought this was like a grasslands map, but if there's lots of forests, I will have a slight advantage in the fact that my guys get a combat bonus in the woods. But yeah, these guys look happy, ready to do their thing, and they are going to be doing their thing, aren't they? So let's see how many men we can put in prison this time around. Let's flash our guys. Yeah, there you go. All my Danish dudes doing their Danish cries. Right, the front line will be the Huscarls then. Or at least, actually, no. I'm going to use the feudal knights for my front line. I'm going to come in with a strong front line here. But because we are aware that there is a lot of enemy artillery, we're going to be marching in loose formations here. And let's just move everything else away, actually. So you lot, I want you just to sit over there for now. We're going to build our formation here. So I've put these guys into a loose formation just in order to try and keep things neat for us. But also, we want to be avoiding all that artillery. But these guys are going to be the pinning force, because if the enemy does have access to their feudal knights of their own and other stuff, we're going to be using these Huscarls to try and chip away at their armor and just really, we want to sort of specialise on Huscarls. So I'm putting them into a loose formation, and they'll be the sort of rear line. We did going like that. We're kind of doing like Roman tactics here again, aren't we? But then again, I don't think they look too different. But yeah, my guys are going to hide anyway, but it doesn't really matter to us anyway. But yeah, Huscarls are my secondary line. Norse archers, they're going to be coming in and just doing their thing, because we're not really playing on defense. We are playing aggressively with archers. These guys have shields as well. They look so cool. We need all 3 of our Huscarls, by the way. Once more, put them into a loose formation. Not really too sure how the English are going to deploy, actually, but I'm just going to go for a straight-up attack. So that's why I'm just sort of marching in this prior prism formation. Right. General's bodyguard bringing up the rear. We're gonna place our feudal knights marching on the flanks just to try and clip the wings of enemies who tried to flank us. Huscarls will be near the general for now. Gonna move them around and have them strike key enemy targets as we see fit. These guys look so cool. It's gonna be my most used line. Oh, look, big mountain over there. Cool mountain next to a flat-faced guy. Somehow these faces are flatter than those that we have seen in Rome Total War, by the way. It is frightening. Anyway, let's just start this battle. Get it on. Get it on! Right. So the enemy is over here. Start bringing our feudal knights forward, please. For some reason, we're getting very Arabian music for doing this, by the way. But okay, I'm happy with that. We're going to start bringing our feudal knights forward. Archers, archers, archers. I think we'll be, oh, they're bringing their Welsh, oh, their Kerns forward. Are Kerns missiles, or are they, I should have looked at the description of what Kerns were. Looks like they're going to just be marching, well, they're just going to be, right. Archers, we're going to go into flaming mode, because I have an idea. Target those peasants, bring their morale down. God, I'm loving these classic Rome Total War sound effects. But yeah, looks like these guys might be skirmishing. Ah, yeah, they're missile troops, so they're going to skirmish. They're going to keep away from us for now. Right, start bringing the Huscarls forward. Feudal knights start coming around the flanks. The English are trying to spread out. Housecarl, I'm going to keep calling them Housecarls, because that's sort of how you're supposed to pronounce it, whatever. One of the Housecarls on this flank, because I'm seeing the mailed knights move around here. Ooh, dear God. Right, sorry, I didn't hit it. Oh, right, that one hit something, right, but feudal knights, you do what you can against those Welsh spears. I think you should win, but damn it, we've got the knights joining in this, joining the mix. Right, get my feudal knights to stop their knights. Huscarls, you get in there. I know it's going to be a bit painful for you, but you are anti-armor, so you should be able to do something. Oh, wow, that was a very not a very climatic cavalry charge. They really just cacked out at the last second there. Right. Anyway, my flaming arrows are coming in. They're coming in quite few and far in between. Archers, let's switch to more precise fire now. But the enemy's kind of like, sort of like just descending into shittery. But some of them are starting to rout at least. Mainly the peasants. So that's a start. That is a start against the English dogs who think they can sit on their fucking sweet ass island all the time. Should be our island. Denmark should control Britain. I'm just kidding. I am English, so I like England being mine or whatever.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours. Yeah, victory will be ours because it looks like the English are already in a mass retreat. Those Welsh spears did not last long at all. Right. Archers, archers, archers. Why haven't I put you in a group? Try and do what you can to target those engineers. Start bringing their numbers down. Knights, we need, well, house schools, you need to get on those feudal knights and stop them ASAP because right now they are engaging my other feudal knights and my other dismounted Hussars actually. So actually these guys are not winning, but just get my knights in there just to give a lovely helping hand. English are now in a mass rout. Yeah, we are going to hard difficulty for the next one. Got some Irish kerns there, by the way, just standing around thinking they can just run around our flanks. I think you guys should try and stop them. Other Hussars, start marching into those kerns. You guys need to come forward, start pressing the advantage, go on. Don't let the peasants come to you. You go to the peasants and just fucking mash them. We're only fucking peasants. There we go. Good, 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 good. I guess the other good thing about Medieval 2 is actually this was like the first Total War game to basically have units not all be clones of each other. Everyone has sort of like randomly generated elements like shield emblems, heraldic patterns on their armor. Just give the game, just give the units maybe a little bit of a sense of disarray, but at the same time, it just looks really nice. I mean, oh look, my guy's covered in blood. But you know, it does make things look a little nicer, a little bit more colourful, a little bit more pleasing to the eye. Good eye candy in a way. Archers, let's cease fire now. I think we've done enough for this one, so I think there isn't much left for you to do. Except you guys are really close, so you know what, start tacking on those catapults. Feudal Knights, you need to start marching towards that catapult and put it out of commission. Got some other Feudal Knights somewhere. Right, you guys are quite a few miles away from the battle. Let's get you moving in. You guys need to be coming in and, well, doing more useful stuff, so let's just get moving. We don't want to be hiding. I know hiding in the forest means the English can't see us, but it would be nice if we could just go and finish off the English now. They're losing this terrain. They are losing ground. I mean, look. Well, you tried with your axe. There you go. Smashed him in the back and... oh. Kind of fell the wrong way, but oh well. He's still dead. Right. Keep marching forward. This is a ballista crew, so we're pushing forward to our artillery at least. These guys are all running off. Yeah, these dismounted feudal knights were not quite the threat as they were perceived to be. So that catapult is still trying to do everything it can. I mean, it definitely has claimed a few lives. There are a few charred bodies on the field today. He's got... oh, yeah, you guys just got a little bit smashed, right? General, you need to give those archers a helping hand because right now they're getting chased and it's not really doing them much good. Bring some dismounted feudal knights back. Where are my housecarls? Right, housecarls, you need to come back to the battlefield and do some helping, please. So let's get there as fast as we can. Danish guys here, well, you know, other dismounted housecarls. Let's not focus on chasing. Let's just focus on killing. Let's just finish off whatever is left of the English. Let's just keep knocking them down now, please. I mean, only half the enemy force remains.
Right, we've got half of them left to go then, right? So we are moving in the right direction. How are we doing over here? My general is fighting. He can't lose this one apparently, so...
by the grace of our men have slain the enemy general.
Good.
His troops will lose their will to fight.
I love how basically every faction gets their own announcer by the way. It's not like Rome Total War where basically the Carthaginian announcer also doubles up as a Parthian one, the Seleucid one, well, not the Egyptian one I think, but basically announces for the majority of factions because I have to admit, his voice really irritates me. Just how he just rolls his R's and stuff. And the same goes for the general. It's like, you know, it's like, we are lovers. It's like he's trying to fucking like seduce you while he's announcing his battle plans, and it's really, really creepy. I'm just going to Rome Total War bitch fest here, aren't I? But I have to say, one thing I really, really dislike about Rome Total War, you guys are getting out of there by the way, because we are just starting to lose a few men, and I've got my housecarls on the way to basically free this one up. But one thing I never really liked about Rome Total War, and really don't like to this day, is how unbalanced the general speeches are. I mean, I know the Roman houses are supposed to be like the starter factions, but I just find it very unfair that the Roman general speeches. I mean, they get so many cool lines and all sorts of stuff. And then basically, oh god, go and save those archers, guys. Right, where are my mounted housecarls? You need to be. I think I ordered you to go and help out a long time ago, and you haven't really made a lot of progress towards that, have you? But I didn't like how the Roman not the prepubescent guy, but I didn't like how the Roman general basically got all the cool stuff to say in his speeches, you know, all of that cool stuff. And then like all the other factions just get like about 2 lines in their general speech. I felt it was really unfair. And I mean, I know like the Roman guy's just prompting you, but I honestly thought it would have been cool if like you could get that option with the other generals. I mean, I know it'd be too much to squeeze in the game, but
look how our cowardly
finish
foe runs.
Please.
It's time to press the attack.
Right, you guys need to be somewhere killing things. It would have been nice if, like, you know, even if like the Carthaginian guys could say, like, watch out, those fuckers have all the spears. Let's not put all our cavalry on top of their spears. You know, just something like basic like that would be nice. By the way, this guy's gained a lot of experience points in this battle. So while I have just recently said these housecarls are lazy, you housecarls were the men in this battle. Yeah, you did well. Right. Move forward and try and do something else useful. But I think we've pretty much got the... Well, we have got the English wrapped up. They're all running off now. We got 760 men put in prison today, by the way. So, yeah. Our Danish police service is working very nicely. Rounding up rowdy Englishmen and, well, putting them in prison. But then again, these guys are probably Brits, aren't they? I mean, they've got Welsh and Irish people in their armies. Just no Scottish people. So, yeah. Oh, well, whatever. They confederated to try and stop me, and they ended up bungling it up biggish timeish. You guys, come on, General's Bodyguard. Don't run away from the enemy. They're running away from you. Finish these Welsh spearmen off, who are marching very, very loudly, aren't they? Maybe, oh, look, they even get a little St. George's flag. They think they're so special, don't they? Finish them! Come on, finish the cairns. They're all running off with their stupid bigots and braveheart hairdos. We're just gonna fucking romp them all down. There we go. Keep at it, General. Keep at it. There we go. Fucking hell, he was really going out for it. So, guy, he's got some anger issues to work out. Come on, you join in as well. Come on. Get them all down. Get them all killed. Actually, no, you go for those peasants. Go right down to peasants. That Danish guys look so cool. Good colour scheme for the Danish guys. Just ride every last thing down now, please. Just finish them all off. There we go. Looking good, guys. Looking good. Just clean it up, and then we can call that a well-done battle. Maybe these guys were crusaders of some sort because of the St. George's flag. Crusading against Danish people. I mean, I guess it's early, so I guess we could say we're still pagans, but then again, nah, whatever. I think at this point, Denmark was more or less a Christian nation, since, you know, the paganism thing was pretty much dying out at this point. Anyway, how are we doing here? Keep doing it, keep doing it. There we go. Plenty of dead peasants makes me a happy man. I think that's pretty much every last guy dead, or at least every guy who I can catch up to dead. Where are my housecarls up to now? They're not doing anything, so yeah. I think we'll call that a battle. I think that was a successful battle. I mean, the English kind of threw themselves into it and then just started mass routing. So, yeah, well done, England, for not doing... Victory. Yeah, England did not do very well.
Men of great virtue and valor.
Yeah, England got wiped out a little bit on this one. I mean, we basically killed... Well, it's not just that we killed... Oh, well. I was going to say, these numbers didn't add up. It turns out we took over 1,000 of them prisoners. So, yay. But, yeah, we won. So, Captain Berger beat Captain Alfagar. And, yeah, good victory for me. Happy Squawker. He's getting better at Medieval too. But now is the real test. We'll be playing a battle on hard mode next. But that's for tomorrow. See you there, folks, and I hope you've enjoyed another Medieval 2 Total War Month video.